Hi, my name is Melissa. I have a shop, Pick and Vine, where I make things with kudzu vine, the green leaves that grow everywhere. I do baskets. I do the Appalachian style baskets that they would have used on the farm. And I've been doing this since 1996, working with the vines and the blossoms. The blossoms smell lovely, and I make them into a jelly, and it tastes like great Bubblicious bubble gum. I have soaps scented like the blossoms. So I've been doing this for 25 years, making the baskets and the jelly. Had no idea it had health properties. I had a botanist come in 2018 and tell me how useful kudzu was. So I started researching it. This is my book of research. I've been doing this since 2018. So what I have found is that kudzu is useful. It's Chinese medicine. The Japanese brought it to us for the World's Fair in 1876, which they planted a garden and it's still there. Fairmount Park East in Philadelphia is where they introduced all of their flowering shrubs. So they sold it to gardeners. Then the government found out, hey, this is high in protein. Let's feed it to the cattle. So they started growing it for cattle feed. Then the government said, look, it covers the ground. That's good erosion. Let's plant it. Let's get the ground saved. What they didn't understand was that it's not used here like it is in the east, far east, so it took over. Here in this area, we had no trees. That's what we look like from the copper plant. The red smoke is sulfuric acid. We produced sulfuric acid until 1989. So what we didn't physically burn to heat up the smelters to get the copper from the iron ore, we killed with acid rain. So now, here we are. Kudzu's everywhere because we can't kill it and control it. The way to control it is, one, quit cutting it. When you cut it, two more come back. If you spray poison on the surface, it absorbs it to protect its root. It absorbs it into the leaves and the vines, and it excretes it. So if you want to control it, you flip it into itself. About every 3 days, you go out there and flip it into itself, and it slows its growth rate down. Or you find the biggest vine coming out of the ground, and you dig down about 4 foot. You cut it. If you haven't found the root, you cut it and you put the poison under the surface. That way it goes straight to the root. But it's good for us. It's good for our ground. It puts so much soil, good things back into the soil. I found out that the leaves are 24% protein. Chop them up, put them in a salad. You bake them and turn them into chips like kale. You cook them like greens, or you dry them into a tea. Now the Japanese grind it into a powder. The matcha, green tea, it's just ground into a powder. I chop these by hand to get them into the tea state. You drink this daily, it lowers your blood pressure. If you have a migraine, 10 minutes, your migraine's gone. It's a blood dilator. The blossoms, they're good for you. The roots are good for you. So stay tuned. I'm going to do more videos with each different product that I have here. But just know that kudzu leaves lower your blood pressure. They will get rid of a migraine within 10 minutes. The blossoms detox your blood, so it prevents and cures a hangover. The roots do it all. Migraines, headaches, non-hormonal breast cancer, inflammatory disease, cardiac health, kidney health, diabetes, prostate cancer. It boosts your metabolism. It's an antioxidant, changes your total body mass index. It daily detoxes your kidneys and your liver. If you want to quit drinking, even if you don't want to quit drinking and smoking, you will. It takes the desire away. Within 3 days, you lessen your nicotine intake. Within 5 days, you lessen your alcohol intake. This is a Harvard Medical School study. This isn't just me telling you this is what I tried and this is what it did. They've been using it in China for 2,400 years. In Japan, they make clothing with it. Their kimonos are made from it. I looked at this big ass book. Those are made from kudzu vine. I actually have bags made from the vine. It's related to hemp, edible medicinal pea vines. Hemp is neurological, kudzu is physiological. You use them together, they help each other. This is paper made from the leaves. We could save trees besides getting the kudzu out of them. We could save them by not killing them to make paper. We could save people's lives, getting them off all this medicine that they don't need and give them something healthy and natural. So stay tuned for my other videos. I'm going to pick a product, and each product I'm going to describe it and tell you what it's good for. Now, on Facebook, internet, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Yeah, check out my YouTube channel because this video was going on there. And it's going to go with my other videos that describe how to turn the leaves into chips and how to make, well, what the healing salve does whenever you make the healing salve using the root powder. What they do with these roots is they chop them up into chunks. You pour boiling water over it for tea to get all those health benefits, or you boil it to make what they call kazuyu, which is an appetite suppressant. You drink it before you eat, or it's the base stock for their medicine. They add other things to it. Or they boil it, put it in cheesecloth. It becomes their food starch. This is kudzu root flour. You make noodles with it. They're 14% protein, clear noodles. Or they grind it into a powder, which is the purest form of medicine what they use in China, in Japan, Korea, Vietnam. In India, they call it arrowroot, but it's the same. It's the same plant, kudzu. It's on every continent but Antarctica. It's just everywhere. But we can control it by using it like they do in the Far East. There's a website, the Department of Agriculture, where you can go on there, and every state in the United States is broken down by county. You will find that county where you live, and if it's green, there's kudzu there. It grows all the way to Maine, all the way to the Everglades, west to Texas, but only East Texas. It doesn't like the dry, and the cold. Up the river, it grows in Missouri and Kentucky. Then it's in one county in the Oregon state and one county in Washington state. So it's out there, it's controllable. We just gotta learn how to control it and eat it. It's 24% protein. I got started because our cows wouldn't eat it, so we got goats. The goats loved it. The goats started eating the leaves. I saw the vines. So I went to the library, checked out library books, and taught myself how to weave baskets. But if you have a goat, meat goat, you're feeding them kudzu, the goat is already high protein, you add the kudzu to it, you got super food. Just like the deer that live in the kudzu, eat the kudzu. High protein, the highest meat protein there is. So stay tuned for my other videos, and you can always contact me through pickandvine.com, pickandvine@gmail.com, and it's PICNVINE. It's no C, no K. PIC, no pick. It's because I call it Pick and Vine because you can dress up and take a vintage picture, or you sit down and you weave a vine basket. Pick for the picture, vine for the vine. And it's a play on words because I'm always pick and vine. But I've added the medicine. The Lord sent this to me, so I'm helping people heal and feel better. I'm not a doctor, don't claim to be a doctor. Just, I know what it does to my body. My family is trying it, and I have other customers that come in and have become friends that tell me what it does for them. So stay tuned and keep following to find out more information. Let's get healthy naturally and quit taking all that crap.